And we are live now. Good morning, everyone. Once again, we meet. Thanks for coming and tuning in. Uh, Today is 7th of March, and the time now is about 9:30 in the morning. Um, Today, I have another special guest from our business community. He is Spiff On. I hope I pronounced it correctly. He is living in Seoul, Korea. Um, Actually, it's my first time to chat with him face to face. Well, we've been in some of the projects last year in the same big group, but we have split to several small group, and we weren't in the same group. But anyway, I've come to know him through this business as well. So I'm so thrilled to and honored to have him with us this morning to share with us his story. So without further ado, I would like to invite him to come on stage with us.
Thank you,
Hi,
Felicia. Thank you very much. Hello. How are you today?
Alan. Yeah, I'm fine. It's a bit sunny today. How about your weather there?
Yeah, it's a beautiful weather this morning. It's sunny and bright. Yeah.
Yeah, it's also sunny here. No rain, except yesterday there is some rain. So, Spiff, thank you. It's great to connect with you. Thank you for your time, for taking your time coming into my business page to chat with us. So before we dive in, I would like to pass this time to you to briefly introduce yourself to the audience.
All right. Well, my name is Spiff On. I'm originally from Nigeria, but I am in South Korea, and I I run a business in the education industry here in South Korea. And I'm also part of the digital business community that Felicia is a part of as well. As per my personal life, I'm a married father of three kids. So
Wow.
we are a family of five, and we love the situation in Korea. Korea is a very good country for us, and furthermore, the digital business community has been a blessing. I hope you learn more as we continue. Thank you, Felicia.
Wonderful, wonderful. Actually, I didn't know you were married.
Yeah,
So
many
because
people don't
yeah,
know that. They say I look too young to be married.
yes, you do, you do. You look young actually. Uh, if you don't mind, if I ask, you would
Yeah.
share. How old are you?
Okay. I'll tell you, but I like to play the game. What do you think?
You are seems look like maybe early 30.
Okay. I'm in my late 40s.
That is so different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah,
Really, really, really. I'm in my late 40s already.
I see. Wow, Steve, you do look young than your age. So
Thank you very much. It's I think it's as a result of good Korean food.
yeah, they their kind of food is a bit like the raw like Japanese food also, right?
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah, yeah. But they use a lot of fermentation and a lot of healthy ingredients. Yeah, I love the food here. Sometimes I tell my
Mm.
wife I stayed this long in Korea because I enjoy the food. Yeah,
I hope to visit you one day, and uh, you bring
please
me to
do.
some of the place.
Sure, sure. Please do. Come around. Seoul is beautiful. Korea is a beautiful place. You would love it.
So, Steve, you actually how you from Nigeria you end up there? No? I mean, sort of, we are
Um,
already coming into your story.
yeah, it's a long story actually, but originally I visited family here. I had a family member who is in the U.S. military. Yep, my older brother is an American. He works with the US military. So I visited him in South Korea, and he told me, "Well, Steve, if you when you go back, if you want, you can come back to South Korea and be an English teacher." And I'm like, "Really?" He said, "Yeah, they need English teachers here." So I came back, and from there I started my own adventure. you know, yeah, I'll tell you more about that offline.
Okay. So
Yeah, but
you
that's how I got
been
to come to Korea. Yeah,
through your brother.
yeah,
He sparked you.
just visiting him. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. How many siblings do you have?
Well, I'm from a big family. I have six sisters and two brothers.
Wow.
So
That's
total we are nine.
you beat me. My
Oh, what
family
about you guys?
we have seven. I have
Seven.
yeah, I have three elder sister and three elder brother. I'm the youngest.
What a coincidence. I am the youngest too.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, I am the youngest too. All siblings are older than me. Yeah,
Mm. But you being
yeah,
an English teacher, that's very, very nice. That's awesome.
yeah. I've been an
Wow.
English teacher here for over 2 decades already.
You've been living there for 20 years?
More than that. Yeah.
Wow. You know all the in out of Korea. Okay. So further in, I would like to ask you to share how did you come about to what inspired you? How you come about to know this business?
All right. Thank you for that. So, first of all, I want to say I am someone who has never believed in just one stream of income. Even in my earlier days as an English teacher here, I did so many side hustles. I did some modeling work when I was younger and I had hair then. Okay, and then it's true. And then I also did some other side hustles that had to do with the entertainment industry here in South Korea. So I have been always passionate about having multiple streams of income. But as I got married, started having kids, I worked less in other aspects of running here, running there. I needed something that would be more stable and I can control from my family environment. So I kept trying, but I couldn't find something really good. Eventually, though, when the pandemic hit, when the pandemic came, I had a very bad experience because within a day, I lost about 95% of my clients in my education business. So it's almost like going bankrupt instantly.
Mm.
And then I started thinking, what can I do? I have tried so many different online business platforms from Shopify to Wix and all of those. I have shops in almost all of those, should I say, marketing platforms, but it didn't work well for me because the cost of going into the back end was too much. Some of them were expecting me to pay hundreds of dollars every month, even though I wasn't making money yet, you know? So, and this was the pandemic when I wasn't making money from education. I tell my family that they should be very lucky that we were able to survive almost 3 years on our
Mm.
savings because no money was coming in. So I kept searching for what to do, what else to do. And I couldn't find something good. I went into other affiliate marketing platforms. Nothing happened. It was too expensive to go into. So I kept hoping that someday I will find a good online platform that I will join. I have a friend here who called me up and said, Steve, I have a problem with my computer. I'm not a computer engineer, but I know some things about the computer. So he called me up and said, can you help me? And I was like, my day is very busy, but when I round up my day, I'll call. By the time I rounded up my day, this might be a joke to you, but it's real. I rounded at my day at about 12:30 a.m. I called him and I said, "Are you still awake?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Okay, if I come this night, is it okay?" He said, "Are you sure?" I said, "I don't mind." So I went to him. I got to him maybe at about 1 a.m. I finished working with him at about 3:30 a.m. But during helping him work on his computer, he would always say, "Oh, please don't touch that file. It's for my business. Don't touch this file. It's for my business." And I kept thinking, what are these files? What is this business? So I talked with him about it. And he told me that, well, it's an online business, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, okay. So as I kept fixing his computer for him, we kept talking. Eventually, going to help a friend was the chance that opened an opportunity to this business for me. I searched the internet so much for a good opportunity, but I didn't find it. But just going to help a friend was how I found the business.
Wow, that's amazing, no? Interesting as
Yeah,
well. Yeah, I do notice you are kind of busy man, huh?
yeah.
Yeah. But right now, is it more stable or are you still?
Oh, it's much stable, much more stable, really. Really. The business has brought a bit of should I say peace of mind, because now I understand that I am in a platform that has a structure, a platform that has a proven system. So when I'm following the platform we are on in this business, I don't have worries, I don't have panics. I just duplicate what is already set for me to follow. So that gives me a focus. That helps me to go on without distractions here. So it's much stable now.
Yeah, I do agree with you. The tools and the trainings are very good. Actually, it's very good.
Right.
Everything that we needed is there. It's just for us to go and leverage it. So what about your friends? He has been how long since then that when you come jump in? How did you get connect after that? You were curious and then
All right. So afterwards, when I finished with his computer, he told me, "Would you like to see something about it?" I said, "What do you have?" And he showed me some things at home, some part of the files and how they do the business. And I'm like, okay. I said, "But is it something I can do while I run my education business?" He said, "Of course, I trust you. You can do it." And I'm like, okay, let's see. So eventually he told me to register on his website, which I did. And then I went on to go through all of the infomercials that he sent me. And I was very, very pleased with what I was hearing. I was so glad because when he told me it's something I could do, I didn't believe it totally. I thought he was just trying to get me into his business as a friend. But after I watched the detailed information he sent me, I was more convinced that yes, this is something I can do. And I'm glad, I'm so grateful to him that he opened up this opportunity for me.
well because he was your friend and then you trusted what he said, right?
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
what a testimonial because what I hear from your sharing is that first you were curious and I think it's no coincidence you you reach out to him and in the first place were to help your friends and then you discover something for yourself uh, and the best part is that you take the initiative to ask him to question him.
Yeah.
That's how you found the opportunity. So that was how long ago when you start the business?
That was 2 years ago.
Wow. All right.
Yeah. I started in
And then
2023.
ah okay. I started November 23. November
Oh,
23.
really? Oh,
Yeah.
you're also in 23. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I'm going into my this is my second year.
second year. Right, right, right.
Yeah. So after you have been in this business, what are some of the challenges that you face in this business?
All right, the challenges. Um, One big challenge is this. Remember when I told you about my initial history in Korea? I said I did some modeling, I did some entertainment jobs, but even so, people didn't know me when I walk around in public. Why? There was a reason. There was a reason. One, in my entertainment jobs, I always wore costumes. You understand me?
Oh,
So I could present myself as an Arab man. I can talk like an Arab. I can talk like an Indian. So they would dress me up as if I'm an Indian or an Arab person. You understand my point? So I took
mm,
different roles. So people couldn't know if it was really me. That's one.
mm.
Secondly, even though I've been in education for over 20 years, I had never been on social media. It was something I boast of with my students. Sometimes they want to make a joke. They say, "Oh, I'm going to search the internet for your information." I say, "Go ahead. You can never find me." That was before this business. So until 2023, when I joined this business, I had never been on social media. No Facebook, no Twitter, no Instagram, nothing. So that was my first challenge, going on social media, because I was like, what? I never wanted to be part of this social media craze. But now the business says you need social media to run your business. I'm like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? So at first I was scared, to be frank. I never wanted to have my face in public. But then my friend told me it's not a big deal. You can do it just step by step. So first is to put a picture, and finding a picture to put online was like a big deal because I wasn't sure. Okay, what is proper? What is not proper? you know. But eventually, here I am today. I'm not shy to be online. I'm not shy to be in front of the camera. But that was my biggest challenge coming on social media. Yeah.
Yeah, my mentor was also in the education line.
All
So
right.
it's rather a bit different where you are in teaching at the school or in the field than coming in the social media and online where you are so publicly, so visible to everyone where
Yeah.
they can see us. We cannot see who is watching us. So that is a very challenging, and we are very conscious of we trying to, like, everyone is not perfect, but we try to put our words in a way that, oops, we are too conscious, afraid that we will say the wrong words. But as we go on ahead, it seemed to me I was also not active in social media actually.
Mm,
That was also one of my challenge. I think a
yeah.
big part of our global community experienced the same thing. And but as we go on, we begin to enjoy the journey. We
Oh
begin to
yes.
learn a lot of things, and
Mm,
it's somehow like we are learning to overcome our fear. The
that's true.
biggest, I think, the biggest stumbling block would be ourselves. If we were to register in our mind to say that no, it's a no for me, then we would just, you know, quit. We would just back out. But here we
Yeah.
are, jumping into the business. This is our second year. So it
Yeah.
has been a great journey, all the
Absolutely.
experiences, the
Yeah.
flexibility. But having to say that, I do believe there's so many other things to learn. Well, and before we end this session, Steve, would you share with us what is the biggest uh, takeaway or transformation that happens in your life after having been jumping into this business?
Okay. Thank you for that question. And I will say one of the biggest thing that I have benefited from this business is the training I have received. You see, not every business is able to hold your hands and guide you step by step in every phase. And when I talk about this training, I'm not just talking about the official training site alone, but I'm also talking about the support you get from the community while you go through the training. I remember the very first time I tried to set up StreamYard. It was it was a big challenge for me, but I learned something from that experience. Again, maybe I am a night owl, I'm not sure, but I was up at about 2 or 3 a.m. working on my business when I newly started. Okay? If you can go back to my Facebook page, you will see one of my first video is a very dark one because I was in the dark working on the computer and I was having problems setting up the StreamYard. In South Korea, all of my business partners are already sleeping. I was thinking, what can I do? I want to solve this tonight. And I remember that we have a global community platform. So I went on our platform and I put out the question, I'm trying to do this. What can I do? Within 5 minutes, someone, I think in the US or Australia, gave a reply and a guideline on what to do. And my first video I was able to do on StreamYard says, finally, I solved the problem. So, what am I trying to say here? We have the training platform, which is amazingly easy to learn from, but we also have the backing of a loving and supportive community that when you need the human touch, even if the person next to you is not able to help, when you put the question on the global stage, somebody will answer you almost instantly. This is something that has been a blessing to me, and it has made it so easy for me to go on to make progress in my business. Today, I may get an answer from Australia, tomorrow from Singapore, the next day from Malaysia or from the US. It doesn't matter. I get answers to questions from every part, even sometimes as far as Canada. So the point I'm trying to say is that the biggest transformation in me is one, the learning process. And secondly, this business has given me a reason to believe in humanity again. It has given me a reason to see that out there are so many people who are loving, caring, and supportive.
Yeah, wow. I do agree about that. Even though your site is in the middle of the night, there's someone who is always awake because we're on a
Yeah.
different zone time. Yeah. So glad to know that. And Spiff, I think it has been great learning about your journey. And
Thank you.
any final words or any final golden nuggets that you want to share with our audience before we end the stream?
All right. That's a very good opportunity for me to say to anyone out there, don't be afraid to start a new journey. And this journey is not only in business, also in life generally. Don't be afraid to take a path that you think no one has ever walked. Because when I started this business, I thought, oh, how could I make it? How can I do it? But you've heard my testimony. There are people out there who can help. And finally, if you are still thinking that the internet or the global community is not out there for you to leverage on, you are throwing away opportunities. The global field is supposed to be your local field. Don't just stay where you are and say, okay, I can only operate here. You can operate globally and you can grow as a person as well as you do that. So stand up, take the chance, and make a change in your life because your future self will thank you for it.
Thank you, Steve, for that gentle reminder for everyone. So you have heard from Steve's journey and his sharing. I hope it does benefit you. Think about it. And thank you again, Steve, for sharing your insights. And we are looking forward for anyone out there who would reach out to us and connect with us. Well, it's a very simple step. You have nothing to lose, or there's no string attached. All you have to do is just to register your name and email address into our website, which will be provided for you after this session, or even you can go into our business page for a lookout. And so, because connection creates the opportunity. So if you are watching this, hearing from us, there is something that where you are looking for a solution, or might be a side hustle, a second plan, a plan B, a standby plan, not to wait until some circumstances strike us, then only we'll be looking for some solution. So start it from today, and let us build a better future together. But you have to reach out and take action for yourself. So start today, because the decision is yours. So thank you once again, Spiff, for taking your time with us. And
Thank you, Felicia, for inviting me. Thank you very, very
yeah,
much. I had a good time knowing you as well.
thank you, Spiff, once again.
Yeah,
I'll see you soon.
sure.
So everyone, bye bye for now, and we look forward to see everyone again on our next live session.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow.